This show is heavily indebted to CNN's Crossfire and ESPN's Pardon the Interruption.
To all those haters out there who are really picky about stats and numbers, that's not us. We're just a couple of guys trying to have some fun. We're not Jake Los.
We're not geniuses.
No. But we hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome to the fourth episode of News. I'm Kevin McFarland from San Francisco.
And I'm the pale man, Renee Hobel from Los Angeles.
On this week's episode, we discussed the first really good article from the weekly, Champions League. But today we start out with more news regarding Roger Clemens. News has come out that Roger Clemens may have been involved with John Daly's ex-wife. Now, she's gone on record saying that there was a relationship and that they were good friends, but will make no comment on whether or not there was a romantic relationship. And after the whole deal with McCready, maybe he had a relationship with a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
And all of this, it's just, it makes Clemens lose all credibility.
Yeah.
He's just, I kind of feel like he's brought it on himself. That if he had just admitted that he did steroids, and when he was in the Mitchell Report, that he just admits he did steroids, moves on, he would be okay. But since he just kept denying, he's gotten himself in a position where, in his defamation suit with his trainer, he's going to end up with egg all over his face.
Yes. My thing with this is, whether it's true. I mean, I believe the McGrady thing. McGrady, I probably believe that one. This one, the Daily one, I don't know. This journalism's kind of like the post journalism. She said no comment. It could be either one, but either way, whether it's true or not, I agree with what you're saying. His reputation is just done. It's done. I mean, the other thing, like, even if he didn't do steroids, it took him so long to come out and say that he didn't do steroids that, like, it just looked to the public that he was scheming, trying to find a way to get out of it.
To me, this looks even worse than Barry Bonds.
Oh, of course.
It's worse.
Barry Bonds was already a hated jerk. Clemens was like a symbol of like the working man. And now he's just a jerk, like scumbag. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. All right, one of my favorite topics, which we don't usually get to talk about, is boxing. And this weekend in the Home Depot Center in Carson, California, in Los Angeles, we have the Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya versus Stephen 2-Pound Forbes. Now, I know you don't want that much boxing, but I love boxing just because I used to watch it when I was little. We used to have block parties and everything. Sure. And I think this is going to be a good boxing match. It's this weekend on HBO, so you don't even have to get pay-per-view. And I think a lot of people are saying that De La Hoya is going to win just because he is thing. Stephen Forbes, not so much, but I don't know. Stephen Forbes, is a good boxer. He's a former, welterweight champion. He went to the welterweight ranks to fight in the second season of The Contender. Fought against taller dudes, fought against bigger dudes than him, and he was able to, get to the finals. He should have won the final match. And De La Hoya, he's had a history of not training enough for matches.
Here's the thing. Beyond De La Hoya, I can barely name boxers from the past 10 or 15 years. I can name Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. I can name Klitschko. I can't get any of their first names. I've been done with boxing for so long that even though this is on HBO, I'm not watching.
We got Kozagi, we got Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, Floyd Mayweather Jr. I recognize the name, but I haven't watched a boxing match since Tyson Holyfield.
Really? Well, you should. I mean, Ricky Hatton, like this is going to be a great
it's
boxing
the fall
match.
Of it. It might be great, but this is the decline of a major sport in America.
No, did you not watch the Floyd Mayweather Ricky Hatton match?
Didn't watch it.
That was an incredible boxing. It was incredible.
I didn't see it. It's
going to be incredible.
It's like hockey now. Not many people watch it.
It's going to be incredible. I think
niche
Forbes.
sport.
I'm going for you, Forbes. I'm going
niche
for you.
sport.
Fuck Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy.
All right. There's been some announcements lately on campus that next year there's going to be a green residential community. About 20 people in one of the existing residence halls, I think maybe on one floor or one part of a hall, is going to have lights replaced with fluorescent bulbs. They're going to go low-flow shower heads, along with conservation practices like composting. And I think that's really good. I think it's starting small, which I wish it would start at somewhere bigger than 20 people, but I think it's a good initial foray into this kind of thing. And I like where it's going. I'm not sure where it's going to be, and I'm not really sure where on campus it would be best. I'm not really sure. I'm just waiting for more details.
I mean, we're both West Coast people, so we're all big about recycling.
Definitely.
You know, because California just has a horrible energy record, period.
No kidding.
LA has a horrible period. You know, but I think this is good. I think NU, as like a green school, even though we were ranked in some weird ranking, I don't think we're that good. Like, it's hard to locate actual recycling, like, bins on campus. And some of the dorms have them. It took us 3 years. It took us 3 years to get a paper recycling bin in the mailroom. Like, it's just, NU should be doing a lot, more for this. And these are things that all dorms should have.
It seems like fluorescent bulbs, low flow shower heads, all that kind of stuff is something that should be mandatory and is a very easy switch to save a lot of energy. So I hope this goes a lot bigger. And I don't see why it's not campus-wide.
I think it should be campus-wide. Yeah. All right, so the NBA playoffs are going off right now, but out of the big trades that went on during the season, only one of them is still alive, and that is Paul Gasol with the LA Lakers. Paul Gasol was traded for his brother, and then we got Shaquille, the big cactus, coming over to the Suns, and then we have Jason Kidd coming over to the Mavericks. Of course, I think Paul Gasol was the best trade. He was the one who actually came out and helped the team. Clearly they swept the Nuggets 4-0. Gasol is an incredible tool, just dishing stuff to Kobe. The big cactus, he was having like 13 points a game. He wasn't doing that great. And I know he's not usually like a scoring machine, but he just essentially forced the Suns to change their playing style. Jason Kidd had around 10 points a game during the season. He just didn't do much, and they just died. And Dirk, what's he doing?
Here's the thing about those trades. Lakers make the trade for Pau Gasol. That's a trade for like a great player to improve that.
Yeah.
And then what that does is it sends a shockwave through the entire Western Conference that they need to make a desperation move. The Suns make a desperation move for Shaquille. The Mavs make a desperation move for Jason Kidd. So it's not really a trade that's going to do something really good for their team.
Yeah.
It was a trade to try and match up with the Gasol trade and the Lakers. So instead of finding a player that fits them really well, Shaquille doesn't fit the style of the Suns. No. It was just a big name player to make them try and get closer to Gasol.
He slows them down.
Kidd is an old point guard, doesn't fit with the Mavs. It was a terrible trade.
And they shot themselves in the foot because I think what Kidd, you can't trade him because he still has either a year or two on his contract and a $21 million dollar guarantee or something ridiculous like that.
It's way too expensive.
You can't trade him. You just can't trade him.
It's unfortunate. So this week saw the semifinals of the Champions League, the biggest club competition in European soccer. Manchester United defeated FC Barcelona to advance to the final, and in a semifinal yesterday, Chelsea won 3-2 over Liverpool at their home stadium in London to advance to the final in Moscow on May 21st. Now, Renee, my team is Chelsea, so I'm really excited about this. I'm even more excited that they're playing Manchester United. Chelsea and Man U are tied at the top of the English Premier League, the biggest league in England, and they're facing each other in the final of the biggest club competition in all of Europe. Everyone counted Chelsea out. I'm rooting for Chelsea. I'm rooting for all my boys. Frank Lampard scored the winning goal yesterday, a week after his mom died.
That's ridiculous.
It's a big game. It sets up a great last month of the season for me.
The Lampard story has a great feeling, like when Favre went against the Raiders after his dad died. I think this is the first time that it's an all-England final at the Champions League, I believe. And these are just two amazing teams. And I think that's what's great. First, the sport is great, but I think this is also a game that can attract American audiences. Because Man U and Chelsea are both big names that have come to the United States in the past couple of years. Chelsea came, they played the Galaxy, they played in the MLS All-Stars. Man U has been here in U.S. tours. I think it's going to be a great game. You like Chelsea? I'm rooting for Chelsea because I just hate Cristiano Ronaldo.
I can't stand Man U. Can't stand Cristiano Ronaldo.
I hate him. Agamemnon, I know you like him, but I hate him.
He's terrible. He dives all the time. I don't care if Drogba dives. Who cares?
I'm going for Chelsea.
I hope Chelsea wins this one.
For Chelsea.
All right, that's the end of our headline segment. We'll take a little break and come back with one long discussion about something serious for a change.
Turn on, guys. See you in a bit.
Come right back.